bless you, you little varmint.
You're a varmint.
Okay.
Little poop face. You little poop face.
Okay, now take a chill pill and be still before I... What you gonna say, Kwanza? You just gonna sit there and roll?
Today is my birthday, and I'm here with my family. No friends, but family.
Where your friends?
Chilling.
Okay.
I mean, what you kicking? Tell you.
Oh my God.
And you're chilling, huh? So,
How old are you?
yeah. How old? What's your name?
I know my name.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay. And these are some of the pretty cards Kwanza received for her birthday. And this card that stands in the center here with the giraffe on it, this card is older than Kwanza. In fact, this was the card that Michelle, her mother, and myself picked out and used to name Kwanza.
Sure did.
And after all these years, 15 of them, Michelle still has that card, and it stands tall and strong among the new ones. And Kwanza, Aminata is sticking her nose in somebody else's business.
Shut up.
As usual.
Come here.
And Michelle is doing what ladies do best.
Oh. Oh.
She's cooking.
What is this? Like a salad.
Okay. So what do you got to say about this joyous occasion, Michelle? I mean, when your daughter turns the big 15, what does it mean to you?
Thank the good Lord that we are all here to enjoy these 15 years, and it's hard to imagine that 3 more years she'll be 18 and hopefully finish school, about to finish school, and on her way to college.
Mm-hmm. So why do you laugh, Kwanza? Did she say crack a joke?
Nah.
Oh, why did you laugh?
I was laughing the way she was talking.
Oh, okay.
What can I do now?
Okay. Now let's see what Daddy got to say about all this. Yeah. My baby.
What do you got to say for yourself, Kwanza, when your happy birthday?
Well, she's already did that part.
Come on. Okay.
Wait a minute, you can't hold the camera down. You got to keep it on us or press that button with your thumb. You got it on us?
Yeah.
And when you take the button, when you take the camera off us, you have to press that button first, okay? Okay?
Yeah.
My baby. Kwanza. 15 years old. What this means to me, this is a very, very special occasion for me. I always seem more excited.
Chill, someone fight.
I always seem
I'm
more...
sorry to disturb you.
Yeah, okay.
But that's...
Okay, go ahead, back up with the camera. She always says things like this just to get a reaction. Yeah, I always seem more excited about these milestones in your life than you are. You always seem a little, laid back about it.
Times. Cut.
Press the button. Press the button.
Okay. Smile.
So this is the way you want to be remembered?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. We're going to sing. Kwanza's birthday means so much to me. And I hope it means a lot to you. And I presented you with this card. This card has a picture of Makita. She was a great administrator and a builder and an international stateswoman. Her life represented the matriarchy coexisting in Africa side by side with the patriarchy. Matriarchy means female.
Matriarchy.
Matriarchy means female, and patriarchy means male, which in effect means that they had a coexistence, wasn't one above the other. But this is Makita. She's the queen of Sheba, and she ruled between 960 BC and 930 BC. Anyway, this is what I wrote inside.
Wow, that's a lot.
That was a whole lot of words.
Yeah, it sure was.
Happy birthday. Read it.
Should I read it or do you want to read it?
No. Do not.
Okay, I'm going to read it.
Read it.
Happy birthday, Kwanza. As a child, you always showed yourself smart and enthusiastic about almost everything. You gave me a great deal of excitement and joy. When you turned 10, I believe I was more excited than you. Remember how I had gathered all of the slides and pictures I had taken of you over the years and showed them to you before taking some more? As a teenager, things changed a bit, and I became a little worried for you. Worried about the direction that I thought you were growing. But then I stepped back and let you grow without much overbearance. However, I have been really pleased to watch you advance in teenagedom. I love the gentle, soft way in which you deal with others, particularly the caring, concerned, big sister role you play to your sisters, and the manner in which you carry yourself. So when I went to your recent PTA meeting, I was deeply impressed by what your teachers said about you, but not really surprised. I was thrilled that your teachers had confirmed what I had noticed in you all along. As to your taking control of your education and busting a 3.0 grade point average, I knew you had it in you all of the time. That you decided to bring it out at age 14 makes me and all who love you feel very, very proud of you. I am happy to be your father, and I love you very, very much. Happy 15th birthday. Keep on doing what you're doing.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
My push balls.
Why don't you ask
Get
to come
great
in?
answer to come
press
in.
the button, yeah.
Press the button.
Oh, you can just do what you want.
Okay, now. I had to stop, so it's gonna stop, right?
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you just answer to come in? No, you didn't stop it, baby.
How you stop?
You press that button. It's a game called Ink Block.
Okay, and that tells you your personality or something? Is that the one that tells you
Yeah,
your
basically.
personality?
Well, I don't know whether it tells you your personality, but you look at these images and you try to guess what they are.
Oh, okay.
And that's a book that I hope you'll read, Kwanza, by Christmas. Miss Education.
By Carter G. Wood.
Yeah. He's
Oh, let me
named.
see the pocketbook.
He's named for the school that you went to.
Oh, and that's the pocketbook you said you wanted? Oh, very nice. That's the Gloria Vanderbilt or
So
something?
this is Liz Claiborne.
Oh, Liz Claiborne.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Again, it takes me out to Potomac Mills Mall tomorrow.
Is that right?
Tomorrow. She said she's gonna get my birthday gift.
Oh, that's nice.
Very nice. I think I can carry that for myself.
No.
No.
I bought you some earrings. I'm not gonna ask you.
Isn't that now?
It's the real thing.
It's the real thing.
And here's some money to put into it.
She gonna give your daddy no sugar. She gonna give your daddy no sugar for that.
And I think, believe it or not, she pulled that out of her own little
It's a $10
bank.
and a $5.
15 for a 15-year-old.
Thank you.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Very good. She got more money than I do right now.
Really? How much money Kwanza got?
$35 so far.
Oh, it's
So
not
Grandma
bad.
got me some money.
It's not bad.
Biggie got me some money.
Well, good. You can do your Christmas shopping. Very good. Very good.
I like
Right.
this.
Come in, what you gonna do with that tongue? You don't know. Oh, okay. Come on, no.
Got you.
Oh, we gonna sing happy birthday or we gonna...
Yeah, let's sing it.
Norm gave me all these
Oh,
computer
more
things.
money.
Thank you, Joe.
More money.
Call it money? What do you mean, for exchange for the computer?
No. I was talking to her about it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's
Let
good.
me slide this up.
Okay. Wow. Good. Very good. Okay. So how much money you have now, Kwanza?
She got $20.
45.
Boy, I gave her that money.
You took money out of your bank and gave it to her. Oh, that was very nice of you. Very nice of you. All right. More receipts, huh?
And now we're going to open the cake. One of those candles are falling down. One of them right there.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna put it on there when.
Was that a birthday gift there? Miseducation of the Negro?
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, brother. Gotta educate the children, man.
Oh,
They our future.
I was up at a Pyramid in that store next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some heavy literature out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's still next to it?
Jewels of Anton.
Okay, yeah.
Jewels of Anton.
They got some books by the Reverend Plague, I guess his name is.
Right.
And Ben Army.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was one by that one Pyramid I'm going to get.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Kwanza. Happy birthday to you. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
Real fast.
I'm 15 years old, I'm 15 years old, I'm 15 years old, I'm 15 years old. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Make a wish. Yeah!
Did you make a wish?
Did I?
Daddy, look at the pink stuff. You got
Let it dry. Let it dry. Let it dry, and then you can just
Let
lift
me go
it
there.
off.
Wait a minute.
And then you can just lift
Wait
it
a
off.
minute.
cut. Don't be cutting me that pink stuff.
Yeah, let it cool off a little bit.
That was fun.
Yeah, Kwanza. So you have to do a report every month. I remember you telling me that before.
I know, but I probably won't be able to read that book by, because my book report due next week.
Okay, maybe you'll miss out on this report, but it's a book you can use for next month.
Miss out on this report?
No, I'm saying maybe you won't use that book for this upcoming report.
Oh,
But you can use the book for the next report. And when you get finished with that, I'm going to give you some more.
Okay.
Because you know I got hundreds of good books. And we might as well use this opportunity to help, teach you other things you need to know, just as well as all that other good stuff.
Come here.
And that's your natural history.
I got
That book is deep.
a large one by Woodson.
Do you?
What's this type?
You like chocolate chip ice cream?
Okay.
I ain't read it.
Yeah. Have you read The Miseducation?
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, he very methodically and very excruciatingly, he goes over every particular aspect of our whole society and show how we are just carbon copies rather than being about our own. No matter what your education, economic level, you just carbon copying. You go into the churches, we worship in the white man. Carbon copying again. But he
Well,
puts,
that's where I'm at now. I mean, it was refreshing to know that the ancient Hebrews were admitted descent, in which were people from North Africa. But this brainwashing thing that has been going on for so long have projected these images since Michelangelo,
Right.
Leonardo da Vinci of
Right.
a white Christ,
Right.
white disciple,
Right.
and that's the image that we've associated with Christ is black.
Absolutely.
God
Had to
came
be.
in the flesh of a black man.
has to be.
And
First people.
This is why I just started going up to Pyramid and this other place.
Just let me
Because
down.
books, I read this one book, What Color Was Jesus? And give you all kind of references in Isaiah and
Daddy,
Revelation.
you have a plate?
Yes, thank you.
So these other
Where's
authors
your plate?
are writing from a black perspective, and that's what turns a lot of blacks off from this liberation philosophy that's available in the Bible,
Right.
because they see it as a white
Thank
man's
you, brother.
religion,
Thank you. Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
it's just the same thing here: miseducation and being misinformed.
Yeah, we're totally miseducated because, see, we are African. And we have a culture that is based on thousands and thousands of years of people who have come before us. And they have learned what it is to be black and have mastered it and passed it on from generation to generation. But we're not benefiting from it because we're busy identifying with a whole nother people whose whole culture, political, social, economic backgrounds are entirely different from ours.
Excuse me. Yeah, I would. Yeah, well, you know.
So the psychic is confused. We know we African when we look in the mirror, but we don't know what it is to be African. All we know is the Euros thing. You know, when you go on a vacation, you want to go to Paris.
Right.
Never think to go to Africa. You know, you think of good school, you think of a white school. Jesus, a white man. That's our orientation. That's the miseducation, man. It's no wonder we're squandering in the streets, man, and failing. We're miseducated.
It's that self-image.
Sure.
It's like it's not there.
It's not there.
It's confused.
It's,
you know.
yes.
You know, it's like.
That's it.
Well, I mean, I mean, you're dealing with a machinery that, you know, is so awesome. Because I mean, TV, magazines,
Newspapers.
I mean, everything is geared to, you know, propagating a European ethic.
That's
know?
it.
That's it. It's just as simple as that.
That's it.
Like,
Want ice cream?
Yes, please.
yeah, like what I found out in my reading is that the Jew, as we know him in Israel, the European Jew didn't come on the scene until
No,
the
sir,
7th
brother.
century.
No, sir. They're not the real Jews, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, it's like, if only, I mean, you know, I mean, that's probably why all this opposition is against this Afrocentric
You know it, brother.
towards education.
You know
because,
it.
I mean, if all
It's
these
going to
things
upset
become
all these
known,
lies.
You understand? If all these things
Right.
become known, I mean, that's revolution.
You want
Sure.
your ice cream on a separate
Yeah, no, you can put it on here. Thank you.
Like I was talking to this guy in the barber shop.
You're right, man. It will cause a revolution.
Well, I told him, I said, look, I don't agree with, you know, all this killing going on in the streets. These youngins got these guns and pistols,
Mom, you
right?
want ice?
But I say, you know, actually, I see this as an extension of the seed that was planted in the 60s and the early 70s. You know, I mean,
You want ice cream on your
yeah, I
cake?
want plenty.
On your cake, or you want it on separate?
Separate, because that may run over. But I mean, what I'm saying is I see that as an extension of that revolutionary seed that was planted during Malcolm, the Eldridge Cleaver, you know, that whole thing that was happening in the 60s and 70s.
Right.
And what I'm saying is that these are the children of those people who, out of us, whose awareness was broad during that time, or electrified. And what's happening is that, whereas the Panthers, we thought it was a bold thing
Billy Clyde dead though, but Tad lay on a brick.
to even be
He up now.
in public
They
with
can't
weapons.
find him.
And it was still somewhat of a radical thing to use the weapons.
Right.
But what I'm saying is a whole generation, or several generations, of young black men, they're not afraid to use weapons. I mean, they use them on themselves.
Unfortunately.
But what I'm saying is that,
Thank you.
what I'm saying is that when you think of that in the context of the 60s and 70s, you're talking about an army, but it's not organized.
Right.
I'm not suggesting that, you know, hey, just go start building an army of this, but what I'm saying is there's that lack of fear. And once you add knowledge to that, that's an awesome thing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, because what happened in South Africa to me was a movement of young folks. They got so many young people in South Africa. So that thing that happened in Soweto, I did a little painting on that years ago, but these were kids. These were 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 16-year-old, 17-year-old kids. I mean, these weren't, you know, like the civil rights movement here, where you were talking about 45 and over. But these were like under 30-year-old people, man. The majority of that protest. So I'm saying I see a parallel here, except for it's being contained because they're pumping all these drugs in here, you know, and giving and like you say, in schools and education, offering Columbus and that type of thing. I mean, it's like it turns you off if you don't have that foundation at home. It turns you off at an early age.
Absolutely.
So you almost force. In other words, they're forcing these. You know,
Circumstance.
Yeah, they're controlling these. You know, what's going on out there.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I keep hearing everybody saying, well, the solution is more rehabilitation centers.
Right.
The solution
That ain't
is
it.
more jails.
Right.
Let's throw some heavy time and keep them locked up. But I don't hear anybody saying Federal City College, Washington Technical Institute. You know what I mean? I don't hear nobody saying like let's make higher education free.
Right.
The same money as you
Check
build
it
a
out.
jail,
Check it out.
you build a federal city college, and you say, well, like, and I'm a young man, I'm 16 years old, and I got a choice of going out there taking a chance of my life. Well, I know I can go up here, man, for $30 a quarter. That's what I was paying when I went to Washington. Gave me a whole new career in grab yard. $30 a quarter. I would opt for that. And I was up there.
Right.
When I was in school.
Right.
At some point, it dawned on me that, hey man, I can work with this.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
But nobody's offering that.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about containment. Let's
Right.
lock them up,
Right.
put them in a drug rehab, and just let them keep coming back, go out, get clean, go back out, fire up, and come on back.
Yeah.
Instead of like dealing this university stuff. I don't hear it. In fact, I don't hear it anymore on the national level. I'm not talking about moving towards free education. In fact, the cost of education is going up.
Going up, man.
University becoming a business.
Right.
You know.
Right. But that's a pretty strong theory, man. My theory is that much of what's going on today does have a lot to do with the 60s. See, during the 60s, we revolted against the establishment. We were revolting against discriminatory practices against us. Well, that launched a complete revolution across the board. I mean, you had women's rights movement that came out of the civil rights struggle. You had the disability right, veteran right. All of these rights for these special groups came as a result of our struggle for black rights. Now, in addition to that, we got to the point where we were saying, we just not going to do anything that was establishmentarian. That's where we made a mistake. Because by totally rejecting everything from establishment, we also rejected some good values. We stopped calling each other uncle, aunt. We got on a first name basis. Children got on a first name basis as adult. Teen pregnancy became a part of the environment, whereas before, that was taboo, man. Somebody got pregnant, you know, they went to Webster in D.C., you know, a separate school. They was pulled all the way out the educational system.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, Webster. But hey, how you doing, Miss Jones? All right, nice to see you. How you doing, Diane? All right, have a seat.
Grandma,
Yeah.
Sean, this is my grandmother, Ty.
Yeah, Charles. So anyway.
Oh, that's on my seat. So
yeah, they know. I mean, yeah. So anyway,
Want
you
some
have
salad?
a lot of these people today
Want some salad?
who were raised by teen parents, whose fathers gone,
You ready for your cake and
mothers
ice
out
cream?
working, or still growing up.
Oh, you
So
come
nobody
and take
can
my
deal with
house.
the child. So the child has been raised almost by television, which is violent oriented. It sells violence and sex and food. And so this is their makeup. They don't have a sense of value,
And there go my
not
Christmas
for
stuff over
family,
there right there.
not for community. Man, these people are almost, we
You know
have
what, you
almost
want to take it
produced
home?
menaces.
And you
I
better
don't see
own
them
it.
as a revolutionary extension. But white folks realize that. All, you know, the price of everything going up, and also
You
realizing
know,
the
you
great
remember
number
Mrs. Quanta's
of
grandmother,
teen
Mrs. Jones?
parents. They know it's a liability.
That's
to
Miss
them,
Jones.
So they pump the neighborhood
That's
with drugs.
Quanta's grandma.
You know, at first, it was heroin.
And this is
People got hit with
Quanta's
heroin.
Aunt
And they
Diane.
went to wacky weed.
That's
And
Almanada.
wacky weed wasn't reaching everybody. So then they brought coke down. You know, weed was coming up. Coke was big man blood. Because of this expense. That's why nobody went to it. It wasn't because they didn't enjoy it. It was too expensive. You get two of the other things. Or one of them. So they done brought the price of that down to $5, $2. So they know if you got misery, you're going to want to escape. And if you're going to go for the drugs, you got to have guns. Big money is you're going to need guns to protect the money. So I see this as an act of genocide. And I see it also as self-hate. And that's the problem that I have with all these solutions. None of them address the fact that these people hate themselves because they haven't learned how to love themselves. You know what I'm saying? They have not learned how to love themselves, so they hate themselves. And I notice the look in some of you's eyes when I see them. You know, I'm not an angry brother. You know, but they look at you, man, like they hate your guts. They don't even know you. And I'm sure they seeing a reflection of their father who they never knew. You know, my father might be like this person. I hate that bad. You know, in their own mind. You know what I mean? It may not even be conscious. But the thought is there because for the most part, father was not there. And mother was still growing up.
Oh, Ma too.
So they was raised by television. And then they acted out. They're acting out that whole process, man. Because it's got to be self-hate. Because if they love themselves, they wouldn't be so quick to kill one another. They must hate themselves. And they kill each other over jackets and tennis shoes. I mean, we was coming up, man, if we got in a fight with somebody, you fought, but the next day, it was history. Today they don't fight.
You can put mine on it.
It's just like in the clink, man. All that pressure. You under all that pressure, nobody's fighting. You know you don't have time, but you got all that anger. So you stab somebody. Out on the street, it's got this is bad. How you been doing, Miss Jones?
Fine, Ron, and yourself.
Good.
How you doing, y'all?
Excellent.
Well, that's wonderful. That's good. Very good.
Mama, you want to try some more stuff?
What you thinking about? Yeah, but why you grinning?
Huh?
Why you grinning?
You know, sometimes that joy just well.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
You want to second plate, Mama?
Huh?
You want to second plate?
But yeah, I agree with
No,
you know,
well,
what you're
that's
saying. I mean, because I see it also as genocide. I mean, that's right. I mean,
Okay.
I see how it tastes.
I mean, what I'm saying is that, like I was saying, is
My
that
hands clean.
this doesn't seem to be the type of emphasis
You want a bigger piece?
Rehabilitation or something. No, man.
it should be if this was tables in reverse.
Right, right. This is an opportunity to put them away, to exterminate them legally, you know, and this is an opportunity to get them to exterminate themselves, man. I mean, anytime a kid can't get a job, but can get a rifle from Germany, can get cocaine from Peru, Colombia, I mean, that's conspiring. Anytime cocaine is down to the price of $2, that's conspiring, man.
I didn't know you could go off.
That is no accident. They know we're going to walk right into it because they have closed all the other doors for economic opportunity to us and left this one cracked open. You know?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't see, you know, what's happening with this positive extension in terms of
Six
what's
hours.
happening.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say.
What?
I see it as something that was unplanned.
Where you going?
Certain things were set in motion.
What
It was
you
only
doing?
natural that we were going to have kids that were going to be
Put that on there.
even more bolder than we are.
I hear what you're saying.
You know, so what I'm saying is like what's happening, I think, is that you got a generation of kids that are more aggressive than
Right.
we were.
Sure.
You
Just
know?
like during the 60s when we were very aggressive, very creative, demanding right.
Yeah, they
They
have a nice
flooded us with all kinds of drugs.
And what are they?
I remember, you know, when I was 16, 17 years old, at most we would walk on the corner, get a bumper, a Coke 45, and a bag of chips, and we was Broadway. Didn't think of every more than that. But then soon after that, man, all that creativity, all those demands, and next thing you know, man, it was every drug in the encyclopedia. Plus some, out of nowhere, man. Charlie, Prelude, Mr. Magic, you know, Herb, boy, girl. Yeah. Every so many years, we are going to revolt. They know that. And so, bingo, this is the 90s. This is like 30 years later. And this resurgence is beginning to happen again. And they're flooding us again with this.
Well, but you know, they have a nice shop out there. They have the African stuff for kids.
What, on pyramids?
It's
People saying ship state.
You know, the one that's Blackberry place that had the
I
hats.
mean, as far as
Oh, yeah,
Another
right,
shop next to
right.
it and all
What I'm
that.
saying is this.
Yeah, for kids, some real
the
nice stuff.
technology
Right,
is such that each new game
right next to,
you eliminate
Murphy.
let's say human
In that
kind.
area.
What I'm saying is that you come up with a computer, you stick a computer in a room where you had 30 employees, Now you got a computer and 6 employees.
Yeah, I got a music.
Okay, man.
It seems like it's out of hand because you can't stop it. It's like you can't stop what they call technological progress. And each time there's something progressive, it eliminates more people.
Right.
So it's more service oriented
Right.
than dealing with people on a
Right.
social
Yeah, it
level.
was
So it's like
$1.84.
we say the solution to this situation may be to offer opportunity.
The one that been so
The
that.
lawyers out here advertising for business. You know what I mean? Doctors are advertising now for business, man. You know, I mean, going to school and getting a lawyer. Doctor's degree now don't guarantee nothing anymore. So it's like to me, it seems like it's this is wrong.
It is declining. That's the way I see it too.
Declining.
Absolutely.
So that means like
might be
so-called
up.
opportunities that we think should be there, it's like it's not going to materialize. And I think they already know they're always 20, 30, 50
Sure.
years ahead of time,
Sure.
socially and whatever.
Sure.
You know what I mean, if they can put rats in the maze, they can predict what's going to happen out here when they put drugs.
Absolutely.
So they said, well, we can't do nothing with these young
Right.
these generation people. We can't put them to work.
Right.
So we
And
may as
employ.
well. So we may as well
Eliminate.
eliminate some kind of way. So
Yeah.
What time we going outside?
this is heavy, man.
What time you want to be?
Luncheon at 11.
Maybe 11. This thing gonna say.
Yeah.
After I'm supposed to come over Friday to get the chair.
Oh, okay.
I was telling Michael that I ran into George Locklear. You remember?
Really?
You remember
Yeah,
George
sure.
Locklear? Mama doesn't remember. She said she doesn't remember.
I bet you can hardly recognize it.
Charles, it was a guy. Remember when he was in Burger King? And I was telling you that looked like a George Locklear.
Uptown there, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And you wouldn't let her talk to her?
Yeah, she looked over at this guy, you know, he came in, and I didn't know what was up, you know. So as we was leaving, she was telling me that there was somebody that should be Michael, and that he's a smooth talking young fella, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He look homeless now, doesn't he?
I was gonna say he looked like
like
you
he's
said
in a
right.
rough
He looked like he was in a rough
I
time.
remember him.
I can't even. I mean,
You
it's
seen
hard.
him?
You can't
yeah.
get
Oh,
food
you
going.
seen him?
Yeah, but it's been a little while ago, and he looked homeless then.
Yeah, he looked like he, you know.
I mean, he's
it's
way
a
out
hard
there.
time.
Do his people
Yeah.
still live up Eastern Avenue?
I don't know, Joan.
Michael said that they did.
Yeah.
That the wife did anyway.
Yeah, but he couldn't get off those drugs, you know. It became such a way of life to him.
Oh,
He was brilliant. I mean, he was an excellent salesman, boy. He
Yeah, girl, I was telling you
He
that.
get that
Charles.
slum jewelry, boy, and we go out to the white, go out to the white communities. I sit out in the car because you know I would just be in the way because I would be in awe watching this guy.
he would talk his way.
Oh my goodness,
I
he come out
told
there
you.
with a pocket full of money, business cards from every person that's inside the hotel. You know,
He
pocket full of
was.
money. He done sold $10 watches with $600.
Lord, but what
That boy
happened
was
to him?
awesome. He drugged it up.
Drugs.
But I was looking to
I used to try to get him to get into something legal, you know, sell cars.
Right,
Sell
right,
houses. The same thing is involved. The same thing is involved.
Right,
But he
right.
couldn't make that transition because he was so into that street that when he attempted to, I think he tried, after he took a fall, he tried to sell encyclopedias.
Right,
And he
exactly.
finally realized he couldn't relate. You know what I mean? He couldn't sit up there and articulate
Right, right.
as well as he could that jewelry, boy, that slum jewelry. Yeah.
I was listening to
I
an
mean, he had money.
interview by Maya Angelou, and she said her brother was the same way. She has a brilliant brother, can talk his way out of paper bag, and the same thing happened to him.